if you're like me and you're still playing Modern Warfare 2 rank play even after the CDL season has ended, then I'm going to give you every single class that you need to be using. All of my classes, I'm going to run through all of them. You won't need to worry about what guns to use anymore. This is it. This is everything. Before we get started, because I don't want this video to run too long, check me out on TikTok. We're nearly at 1,000 followers over there, and that would mean a lot to me if you guys could check that out and give me some support over there, because once we get to 1,000 I can start multi-streaming to TikTok at the same time as I'm live here on YouTube. So if you could do that, that would mean a lot to me. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, please do that as well. Look, I post content daily, all Modern Warfare 2 content with some Valorant stuff mixed in. I'm going to be playing some other games as well, so yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And without further ado, let's get started on the classes, because I don't want this video to end up an hour long, because I could talk about COD stuff forever. So here we go. So here we are. Let's talk about the first class here. We're going to cover the main guns first, because you know there's other guns you can use, there's other stuff, but realistically there are just 3 guns that are the best guns in the game for each role. So the AR, obviously the TAC 56. I've got 2 TAC classes. One is my respawn class, which is the main one here. This one is running the trophy system, as you can see here, and Semtex. That's really the only difference there. And then the S&D class is running a frag and dead silence. So let's get into the TAC build. This is the build I use. You can just see the stock and the grip there. There's nothing in between under the webcam. I don't run a barrel on here. Let's discuss that a little bit. So basically, the pros used to run the long 17-inch Tundra barrel on there, and I take it off. The reason the pros use it, as well as all the tournaments and everything like that, is for balancing purposes. It's a GA, gentleman's agreement thing, that they use the Tundra barrel to purposely slow down the TAC 56. So if you want to do that, because you're running tournaments or something like that, take off the Fulcrum Pro and put on the Tundra barrel. That's basically all you do. That's the only difference. But for rank play, if you just want to get the best, amount of kills as possible, you want to perform the best as possible, just take the barrel off, use these attachments. It's great. The next gun is the Vaznev. This class is basically the same thing that everybody else uses: stun, SEM, dead silence. Some people would like to put a trophy system on a SMG class when you're playing respawns, but generally your people running trophies should be throwing enough for you anyway. That should be one of their main priorities anyway. You could also put a knife on here instead. That's quickly cover the pistol, because it's the same pistols and everything. 3 attachments: sidewinder barrel, lightning fire trigger, Cronin Lima grip. That's it. It's the same on everything. Just use that. It's great. So the Vaznev. This is the Vaznev build. It's the same build that everybody uses. It's 4 attachments: the Otrazat stock, True Tac grip, Spiral Flash Hider muzzle, and the Shark Fin on the barrel. You could take off the Spiral and the Shark Fin to put on the Edge 47 grip. I've tried it. It doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. It doesn't feel any different. But if you convince yourself it's different, then try it. But it's basically the same. And the final gun that is the absolute best, in its class, is the sniper. There's only one sniper you should really be using, and it's the SPX. It's these attachments here. Under the webcam, it's the Schlager match grip. And other than that, it's basically these attachments that you shouldn't really be bothering to use anything any other sniper. They're all much slower, and the SPX still one-shots the vast majority of the time anyway. So why would bother using anything else? Because you don't need the extra range, you don't need any extra damage, because the SPX has plenty enough for it. So just use this. So let's talk about the other classes. You can see there's plenty of other classes here. 6 other classes. If you want to just try something else, we're late in the game. We've been playing rank play for a year now. If just using the TAC and the Vaz, it gets pretty boring just using the same guns all the time. So try out something else. For SMGs, we've got the Vel. The Vel is probably the second best SMG, realistically. These are the 5 attachments: Spiral Flash, Edge 47 grip, 30 round mag, Schlager solid grip, and Demo RXT stock. I've nearly messed up saying Schlager there, but we move. It moves so fast. It's just absolutely the best SMG, the best second SMG for sure. The class is basically the same as the Vaznev class. Again, you can put a knife on here if you want. The Vel's great. It moves rapid. It is no recoil either, really. It's just great. Easy to control recoil, nothing to worry about. Other SMGs to use: BAS-P. I slept on the BAS-P for a long time, but it's low-key kind of actually pretty good. These are attachments, essentially the same attachments as the as the what's it called, the VAS. You can take off the optic if you like. I put one on just because there's not really anything you need to put on for a 5th attachment, so that's that. Again, same rest of the classes are basically the same as the VAS nav. The final SMG worth talking about is the P90. Now this one is a little bit of an odd class here. So spiral flash hider, CQB stock, Browning Q90 rear grip, and under the webcam here is the TV Tacom comb. It's a really versatile class, especially in respawn. I wouldn't really bother using it in S&D because the VAS Nev and Vel is just better for S&D. But it's slightly slower than those two, but it's got a massive magazine. So in respawn game modes, especially if you're the guy getting into the hardpoint, this is especially a good SMG if you want to be the SMG player running a trophy system, because you can run in middle of the point, massive magazine, and spray and pray kind of thing. Drop your trophies down. You know, you can be the hill guy in the hill with the P90, because the movement speed doesn't necessarily matter at that point. So if you're the guy in the hill, if you want to be using an SMG, this is what I would recommend you be using if you don't want to be using the Vaznov. And then ARs. There's actually only one other AR I would recommend anybody bother using, and that's the M13. I've seen people sleep on this thing, and it rips. It really does rip. Use these attachments, right? Bruin Echelon, Fulcrum Pro, Bruin Flash Stock, Bruin Flash Grip, and then either put on the 45 round mag or the shark fin underbarrel. The reason you can choose one of those is because I tend to put the shark fin on, but I've seen many people I've recommended this to say the fire rate's so fast you run out of the 30 bullets in the magazine really quick, so putting the 45 round mag on helps a lot. Mileage may vary, use one of those two attachments on here, but at the end of the day this gun has no recoil, it kills super fast, and it's just fun to use, this gun, to be honest. Another thing you could try is taking off both the underbarrel and the magazine and putting on an optic if you like, but really the iron sights on this are pretty good anyway, so there's not really any point. But give this a go, it's a lot of fun. And honestly, I just wanted an excuse to use this blueprint as well because it looks fucking sick. Another AR that's worth considering is the Kastov 545. Now, there's a little bit of bias here because I've been playing COD since COD 4. I like using AKs, especially AK-47s that actually look like AK-47s. This Kastov build is great. Sack and tread 40 muzzle, edge 47 underbarrel, true tack grip, Kastov armor stock, and then an optic if you like. If you don't want an optic, put on the high velocity ammunition probably. It's great. It doesn't have a lot of recoil. The recoil that it does have, it's sort of like, because the fire rate's so slow, it's quite easy to control and predict where the next bit of recoil is coming from. And it's just fun to use an AK-47, to be honest. Obviously, just like the M13, the tack is better. There's no way around it. But if you want to try out something else, if you're just sick of using the tack all the time, try out one of these. You're still going to be able to play the same role. I would say the Kastov is probably more inclined to being the sort of flex AR, fast AR kind of role rather than sitting on head glitches all the time. Whereas the M13, because of its lack of recoil, is so good at holding down angles and stuff like that, but it is also faster than tack. So I'd say both of the second ARs I'm listing here are faster than the tack. So keep that in mind when you're playing, when like choosing what kind of playstyle you're trying. And the final class I've got here, the final slot, is the silly class. You know, there's not really a 10th class that you really need here. If you've got a suggestion, leave a comment down below of what gun to try out, and I'll give it a go. But this is the class where, you know, if you're trying to get a silly gameplay or something because you're a content creator, this is what you put in here. So I've put in a sniper in here that's just got all of the attachments that increase speed. Under the webcam, the Schlager match grip is on there, and this is the silly class for messing about, trying out weird things. I've got this on here because I want to get a gameplay on respawn game modes like hardpoint with a sniper because it'd be funny for content. But that's it. That's the classes. If you like the video, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, like I said earlier, to check out more videos. Check out all my recent videos as well. Been uploading a lot. And again, check me out on TikTok. I'd really appreciate any support there to get to 1,000 followers on there. So other than that, enjoy your day and have a peaceful fucking afternoon or morning or whatever your time zone you're in. Whatever. Bye.